Hey everybody, welcome back to the OSHA subreddit, brought to you by our sponsor, the Captain Sparkles YouTube channel. Now that's Captain Sparkles with a Z at the end. You might traditionally expect an S for the word sparkles, but it's a Z in this particular situation. So feel free to check it out if you like Minecraft, and a lot more Minecraft, and mostly Minecraft, and occasionally vlogs, and then more Minecraft. Link in the description. Drop a sub, and while you're in the description, check out the like button or other sponsor. Give it a click. Show it some love. Let's start off with number 19. Stay safe. Don't try to tell me about what fear looks like. Are they trying to like tension a spring for this suspension to like get it off, or what? If there's anything that I've learned from reading Ask Reddit threads about what's like a really innocuous object around your house that can totally unalive you. Springs. Garage door springs. Probably suspension springs too. This is very scary. It doesn't seem like something I'd recommend doing. Probably call in an expert with a machine that's made to work with suspension rather than just taking a bunch of pliers that can then just fly off everywhere, or the spring just decompresses. And yeah, nope, springs, be careful. This is up to code, right? Oh yeah, looks great. Looks actually a lot like the power junction box or whatever it's called that was going into the sump pumps at my house when I first moved in. It looked similarly bad to that. It had a little bit of a covering, but it was definitely not watertight at all. And then it rained really hard, and then the circuit cut out, and then the pumps weren't running, and it was just a lot of water messing things up. So it's better that you make that watertight. Also, why is it just like a light switch that's just exposed on the base of a gigantic pillar, or like a floodlight system for the field or something like that? Yeah, it seems good. At first glance, it looks okay. I mean, I would assume that it's supposed to, you do like that, rather than it going through the back of the thing, but I don't know. Hopefully it held. I mean, if there's a lot of mass hanging off the bottom thing, it's probably gonna hold, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that much less secure that way versus it being hooked onto the bottom part. I have no idea. You probably just weld the two together and then it'd be fine. Then it would really stay together and you wouldn't have to worry about it. Hopefully this was okay. Maybe they want to do like a quick release system or something like that, which, quick release systems for really heavy things. It's not easy. So this is just a quicker way to do it. If it works, it's not stupid. I don't actually, is this instead of like having an actual plug, you just did that so that you can shut the case over it? I mean, I guess that's kind of smart, because why have the watertight thing that shuts if you can't actually plug a thing underneath it? That seems to kind of defeat the purpose, right? Like you need some real estate inside of that box to be able to plug the plug in. It doesn't really help much if the cover just is completely flush with the part where you plug in, unless it's only meant to be there so that you can plug into it temporarily and then take it out for like a lawnmower or something. But otherwise, lawnmowers also, those are gas powered, right? Wrong application, but whatever. I saw that you're trying to do yard work with. Maybe it's not meant for a permanent installation. I don't know. Never stand up when you can sit down. I mean, work smart, not hard, right? Hey, that bench looks like it would be helpful. No one's gonna need that for a little bit. Why don't I just make myself more comfortable while I do the maintenance work? Honestly, good for you. If you're more comfortable that way, then that's great. It seems like you'd probably have more flexibility if you were standing. But also, I guess, it can be a little scary standing on something so high. It's nicer to sit. And then you have the pole that's kind of keeping you from falling in either direction. It's like a seatbelt almost. This is really smart. No health and safety back in the day. Guy painting Blackpool Tower in the UK. Ugh. That and all the old skyscrapers in Manhattan. Just, God. And I'm sure there were plenty of people who did fall off. Also, those shoes just don't look like they'd be particularly great. I'm just imagining wearing dress shoes that I wear to a formal event, except I have to walk across beams hundreds of feet above the ground and hope that the tractionless flat soles on them are enough to keep me from slipping off. And they're probably working through the rain too. Gotta use the indentation between the middle of the foot and the heel in order to hook onto the edges of things. It's your only traction. Planting trees. All right, he's just going for a ride. Huh. Okay. I mean, it's kind of cool though, actually, using the crane to get the trees in, because otherwise someone would have to carry a very heavy thing up some stairs, and they don't want to do that. I mean, normal day on the job for this person, probably. They do it, I bet, every single day, or maybe not. I don't know how common it is to use cranes in residential areas to put trees in, but I don't know. He's probably having a good time. I wouldn't do this for Malloyne euros. Is the whole thing just, it's just being held onto by the cat? Honestly, I don't know. It's probably pretty secure. I bet that thing is pretty darn heavy. A lot heavier than that platform down there with a couple of people on it. So, I don't know. This honestly seems like it's more secure than if there were just some bolts drilled into the side of the really rickety stone wall. I think this is better, personally. I would avoid doing it regardless. I just not want to be on that thing no matter how it's mounted. But honestly, I think this is a better alternative because I wouldn't trust that stone wall to really stay together if you tried to drill into it. They're also probably trying to avoid digging into like a, you know, this wall is probably historically significant, so they can't damage it. So, I don't know. Seems smart. Stupid Reddit ad appeared in my feed. Well done. Rechargeable mini electric chainsaw. Use it cordlessly wherever you go. Get wood shrapnel into your eyes while you don't wear any glasses while cutting this log with an electric chainsaw 2 feet away from you. Less than that. 6 inches away from your face. Okay, now for this shot, we need you to cut the wood really close. Make sure you're smiling and just smile through the pain as those splinters hit your eyes, okay? Just smile through it. You can't look like you're having a bad time. You gotta look really excited. But we also need to see your eyes so we can see emotion. So you can't wear glasses while we're getting the shot. All right, just bear with it. We got you good health insurance on this set. Keeping the workplace safe and dry. Is that it's just, you know, piece of wood held up by a bunch of rocks. This seems really safe. Yeah, surely the rocks couldn't come undone and then just this whole thing falls on you while you're cutting things with a power saw. Yeah, no, imagine that double whammy. First you get hit in the head by large rocks, and then your hand is put into a saw blade. It'd be the worst Rube Goldberg machine ever. Trench troll. Bro, the other day I was at car service and they put the car on the steering alignment rack. So it's just like, you know, that you drive the car on. It wasn't one where you actually mount it by putting the things underneath. It's not one where you mount it and work underneath. It was just, you know, you drive onto the thing. It has two strips, and then the middle is open and it lifts the car up. And the entire time under there, like, this is a machine that's made for it, and I'm just terrified. Like, what if this machine fails and we're under it? I'm just crushed underneath the weight of the machine plus the car. This, though, this just takes it to a whole other level. Oh my god. I'm good. I guess, though, on the plus side is if the wood fails, you still have the ground kind of holding it up, even though it looks very soft and muddy. But, you know, if the lift that had the car on it failed, then, well, it's just metal and concrete coming down on me. But anyway, I would still not. No, I'd not do this. Does this have to be on top? Like, do you need this to be on top of you while you're underneath? Or you just wanted to save time and not move the thing before you crawled under? It's probably about saving time. Leaning on the everlasting arms. I don't know. Looks, oh no, it doesn't look stable. That ladder is not in the, it's not, you want that thing right there to be like across so the ladder doesn't just like fold on itself. So yeah, you could be up there and then these legs start creeping back. I guess the benches, you know, they have a slant to them. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Let Jesus take the wheel on this one. You're in a church. Bang bang fure fray. I don't actually, oh, right. I was like, are we worried about these people getting burned? Oh, it's a gas station with an open flame. I mean, I have to imagine if they're doing work on that thing, right, they probably shut everything off. They're probably taking precautions. Because I'm sure in order to do maintenance on certain things, every now and again, you probably have to weld things at a gas station when you're building it, and you gotta just, sure they have shut-off valves or something like that, right? I'm sure they took all the precautions and didn't take any shortcuts. Technically not incorrect. Hand sanitizer. I feel like that's just on workplaces in general. People probably give names to different things that are very much not what those things are built for, but it's done for humor, right? Humor, you gotta have humor in order to keep the spirits up at the workplace. Also, though, I'm sure if you shot that at your hand, it would probably incinerate any bacteria. Better call Todd. If there's a huge fork up, call Todd. It's really, the buck stops with Todd, so don't really worry about it. He'll have to worry about cleaning up the mess. It's all good. Deep excavation, demolition in progress, workers overhead, explosive powered tool in use. Seems real safe. I definitely would want to be in there. Sometimes you gotta just get her done. Okay, I mean, even that seems extreme for the people building the old New York and London skyscrapers. Yeah, they at least weren't on little pegs of rebar sticking out of the side of the building. Well, I hope that shirt has some really strong material and doesn't rip if the worst happens there. Surely there's no other safer way they could have done this with a harness or anything. Nope. Nope, just people holding on. Who drew the short straw there? You just started as the safety guy of a new plant. We've got a little ways to go. Oh, just started. Oh, the person who posted this just started. Got a little ways to go. Oxygen, if you didn't know, very, very flammable. You might not expect it because, well, you think you're breathing oxygen in the air. But the air has a lower concentration of oxygen. It's not pure oxygen. What is it, like 11% or something like that in the air? So, yeah, it will go big boom. Very big boom. I think way worse boom than gasoline. So yeah, if you don't want to smoke at a gas station, then probably don't smoke next to a bunch of pressurized oxygen containers. Oh boy, that would be a bad chain reaction. It'd be really bad. Today, my janky ace computer put this paper out informing us that there's a fire. If there's a fire in our area, we aren't to evacuate or to fight the fire in pairs. We build wood cabinets for a living and have never received a second of firefighter training. In case of fire, shut down electricity, direct people from area, lead firefighting. Huh? Why would you get a message in the mail from the fire department saying, hey, you're in charge of fighting any fires. We remove responsibility from this area. It's kind of hard to get to, and it's a lot of effort, so we're just gonna leave it to you. Did they send that to everybody, or did they just like draw random addresses like, these are the people who are gonna fight the fire, other people you can evacuate? Let's hope everybody listens to these, otherwise the fire might go out of control. But people are trustworthy, right? And the top for the last month. Hey, look, free time off. Insert hand for time off. Oh, God. Aww. What an image alongside it. That's great. It's not wrong. Again, it goes back to I'm sure there's lots of these humorous things at work sites like hand sanitizer. You have multiple options for things to do with your hand in order to get time off. You can use the hand sanitizer, or you can put your hand in the chain. Probably don't do either of them. Okay, well that's it for the last month of OSHA. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like the video if you liked it. Check out our sponsor, youtube.com/CaptainSparkles with a Z at the end. Once again, be mindful of the spelling, or you can just click the link in the description. Check the playlist for more OSHA videos, or you can just click up here on the end screen to catch the last one. Latest Mirror music upload down below. And if you want some tunes, make sure you're subbed, and I'll see you next time.